Greetings, I am Herbert Erpaderp, and it's time for Ask a Herbert Erpaderp, with me, Herbert Erpaderp. I hope you're all doing well. It's going to be a short one this week, mostly because there weren't a lot of questions, but also I'm a little bit strapped for time. First, I just want to let you all know that there won't be an Ask a Herbert Erpaderp next week. I just won't have the time with Christmas and so forth. That means the next Ask a Herbert Erpaderp won't be until the new year. So if you celebrate Christmas, I hope it's a good one. If you don't, have fun doing whatever it is you choose to do anyway. And if you celebrate New Year's Eve, I hope that's excellent too. And of course, please do stay safe. Personally, I'm looking forward to feasting with my family and friends. Okay, let's get to the questions. Zeljacko said, what would you say is the best company for non-wargaming military models? I don't really think there is a best. I don't really have that much experience where I could say the best model of vehicle X is made by company Y, even if I did think there was a company you could call the best. I'm not one for fanboying or brand loyalty, especially when it comes to products that I've not used. I mean, it largely depends on what it is you want, really. Tamiya is usually fairly decent quality and they seem to have a model of just about everything, but I don't think they're the best. They are very accessible though. I'm sure there are other manufacturers that make more detailed kits of the same stuff that Tamiya makes, but they might only make a couple of vehicles. Their models could be super amazing, but that's really no help when you're after something that they don't have, or you can't get a hold of their kits. If that makes sense. I don't think there is or ever will be a one-size-fits-all best model company. Great Stalin said, are you going to do a video painting the 28mm Stalin's tower to have it ready to send the disillusioned capitalists to the gulag in true style? I certainly am, assuming by Stalin's tower you mean the KV-2, and not like a big tower owned by Stalin. I have been working on them for a while and progress was sort of halted for a bit. Unfortunately, because life happens sometimes, and often in ways you don't want it to, but they should be finished early in the new year maybe. I'm trying to get them done as soon as possible. Zeljacko said, got any DDR models for True Stalin? Do you mean like Dance Dance Revolution or Double Data Rate? No, I guess I don't. Ratto said, I'm new to the 1/72nd scale stuff and want to build an M3 Lee. Any suggestions? As you said in some other messages, it's for a Girls und Panzer themed Lee, which I think is pretty rad. Great Stalin suggested Tamiya make a Lee in that scale, and Tamiya are usually pretty good. They also have the benefit of being a commonly stocked company, so it might be pretty easy to find one. I haven't actually built any M3 Lees at all. I should do something about that. What that means is I don't actually have any suggestions for a good one, but I feel fairly confident in the quality to expect from Tamiya's kits. If anyone else has a good suggestion, leave it in the comment section below. On last week's Ask a Herbert Erpaderp, Top Bunk Productions said, did you know that in the Korean War, US tank crews painted the fronts of their tanks to look like tigers? The Big Cat, not the Panzer VI. Apparently it was to play on a Korean superstition that tigers were signs of divine intervention or something. I think it would be pretty funny if they painted the Panzer VI Tiger on the front of their tanks. That'd be kind of scary too, wouldn't it? I have seen those tanks with the tigers on the front. It's usually a Pershing, but I've seen Shermans as well. They're often not very well painted and silly looking, though I still quite like it, probably because it looks a bit silly. I had no idea that it was meant to play on superstitions though. That's really interesting. I'd just assumed that it was because the tank crew thought it would look cool. Jeff Dave said, hi Herbert, White Rabbit or Somebody to Love? I'm not all that into Jefferson Airplane, but I think I would choose White Rabbit. It's a bit more interesting. Somebody to Love is a little bit overdone, in my opinion. Suburban Scumbag said, instead of getting Panzer Putty, buy Science Putty from Amazon or eBay or science or novelty stores. It's much cheaper. I used it and it's better than Blue Tack, as it sinks onto the plastic surface as opposed to Blue Tack which can remain off the surface around the edges. Also it cleans up nice after being sprayed. You can just scrunch it up and it cleans itself. That's actually a really good idea, and it seems like Science Putty would be much easier to get a hold of, in addition to being cheaper, at least here in Australia. My initial Google search for Panzer Putty didn't really yield an obvious and convenient way to buy it. If it's difficult to find where and how to give a company money, I just won't. The top result was from fishpond.com.au and it was listed at just under $60. Nope. Then it says eBay has it for $51, then $29, whereas searching for Science Putty immediately tells me that Australian Geographic has it for $10. I know where Australian Geographic is and I can just walk in there and get it, and probably be tempted by their other cool stuff too. So I think Science Putty wins out here and I'll pick some up. They do look to be more or less the same thing. And this is, probably, yet another example where a non-hobby specific version of a product is the same or just as good as the hobby branded version for a lower price. Initially, after seeing this comment, I thought I might do a side-by-side comparison, but I don't really want to spend loads of money on the Panzer Putty if I don't have to. Thank you very much for this tip, Suburban Scumbag. You've saved me, and hopefully some other people, a few dollars. And that's it for this week. Once again, I hope everyone has an excellent end of year, and I'll see you again in 2018. Well, there's more videos to come in 2017, but no more Ask a Herbert Erpaderps. As always, if you have any questions or you have a craving for bad advice, let me know in the comment section below or on Discord. And of course, if you haven't done so already, feel free to subscribe to me here on YouTube, follow me on social media, and watch me live stream on Twitch. And if you really like the things I do, please consider helping to support the channel over at Patreon. We don't have cookies, but where we're going, we don't need cookies. I shall return soon, so until then, happy whatever it is you're doing, and thanks for watching. Farewell.